Hello everyone. So this is a field-grown trident maple, and as you can see, it has really beautiful nevari. It melts down, and there should be more under the soil. As you can see, it's currently growing on a wooden box, which is falling apart, and I do need to repot. But also, it has already really nice taper all the way up, and is close to ready in terms of structure. So to start off, I do need to start working on my lead, and there's really nice taper going all the way up, but then it's just too long in this area right here. So I'm going to make a chop right here, and this right here is going to be my brand new lead, and as well as maybe removing some of the branching back here, reducing the branches, and just kind of restarting over a little bit. So let's get that done. So let's get started with the chopping. I'm going to start by just removing this right here, and then of course just taking this one down completely. It's going to be a huge makeover on this tree, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be well worth it. And I'm going to wire this one slightly towards the camera to the front, so the tree is not leaning too much back. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a stump. There shouldn't be any dieback because there's all this light vein, so it should be good. So let's get started. And as you can see, I was able to create a pretty nice cut, and now it's got better taper, and as this is going to thicken up, and it's going to help heal this area right here. So I like it a lot better. It's shaping up nicely. Now I'm going to be adding some cut paste to help heal the wound. And I actually, by accident, it was an accident, I did a little bit of a nick right here as I was using the saw, but it should be okay. Not a big problem. So now I'm going to start removing branches that I don't need. Now this one right here is pretty thick. I could keep it, well, I'm going to keep it so it can help heal this wound right here because it's really helping. But I'm going to reduce it, and you might be against it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. There we go. And then there's a branch back here. Let's see what is going to look better at the back. I think this one needs to go. And they were just growing from the same side, so there was no need to have two branches coming off on the same side. Same here, there's 4 little branches coming off from 2 sides and then 2 from the other 2 sides. So I'm going to just select one of them, and I think this is the best one. These 2 are just pushing up, so I don't need them. There you go. That's better. And this is going to be a back branch. And then this one I'm going to wire to the side. And I'm also going to trim it down right there. That's looking a lot better. There's 3 of them right here. I'm going to get rid of this 2. And that's better. This one is growing up. It's out. There you go. And that looks a lot more compact. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. Let's see. So now I think it's time to start doing some wiring, and then the repot is going to be the fun part. All right, so some of the branching has been created. I'm missing a lot of branches, but I do have a lot of little ones that are going to take off as this tree wakes up. There's a lot of them that are going to just take off like crazy. And on this one, I'm going to add a guy wire and then just push it down to start creating that movement. But Just look at the taper. Really, really, really nice. Beautiful taper. Really excited about this one. Beautiful taper. Time to repot. All right, so this tree is currently on a box that is falling apart. So every time I move this tree and try to pick it up, it feels like it's just gonna pretty much come off completely. So I definitely need to repot this tree, and I'm going to put it in another grow box. So let's see if I can take it out. There is a box right there. As soon as I took out the tree, it just crumbled. So, right call. Now I'm going to start removing the topsoil. I'm not really going to completely bare root the tree, but I'm going to sort out the roots as much as possible and remove all these weeds and moss that is just growing at the top, and see what I can expose as well as far as the Navari goes. So this is honestly, I mean, I enjoy doing bonsai, right? I do love doing bonsai, but if there is one thing I don't enjoy is removing the soil of a tree. I mean, I don't hate it, or it's not like I'm not gonna like do this anymore, right? But it's not really something that I'm like, oof, I can't wait to start doing that. The only thing that does make me do it is that I get to expose the Navari and see what's under here. So this is gonna take a little bit, so I'm just gonna work on this and show you guys back. All right, as you can see, pretty nice cleaning at the roots. I did a little major pruning because there was a lot of mesh all at the bottom and it was all like wrapped around it. So I had to remove all the mesh and the old wire to be able to make sure that the tree is healthy. So it's time to put it in its pot. All right, so we have our pot and the tree is ready to go. And it's pretty much the same size. I was going to use a pot that my friend made for me, but I think it's a little too deep. So I'm going to use that one for another tree that I'm also going to be getting some work on that one, which is pretty exciting. And then I'm going to tie it down to the pot. I think that looks really nice. I really like it, and I'm going to put a screw through here, and well, maybe around here, and use that for the guy wire to bring this branch down. It's gonna be a really nice tree. I super excited about this one. Really nice, and I think this is one of the trees that I have been waiting to repot and to work on this tree, and I was just waiting for the buds to start swelling, and eventually it did. And here we are repotting this tree finally. It's a fantastic tree. I still can't believe that I got this tree for such a deal, such a nice deal that I got this tree for, even though it still needs some years of development. I think the actual branching, well, not branching, I keep saying branching, the structure the structure is set, and that's the most important thing. Branching, you can develop that way easier than the structure. So this is the score. I'm just gonna fill up completely and be back. I love it. Really nice. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Beautiful taper. Beautiful taper. And it's going to take off. Just to taking up that new lead. And oh, it's a spectacular tree. I love it. I really love it. I was able to expose more of the roots. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below any tips. Have a great day. Subscribe.